Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about something very important affecting most of the farmers and investors: ponzi schemes in agriculture. What are they? How can you identify them? And most importantly, what are the dangers you need to watch out for? Let's break it down. A ponzi scheme: this is a type of scam where people are promised higher returns on their money instead of real profits coming from real farming, agricultural projects or businesses. But money got from new entrants or from new recruits, it is used to pay those entrants who entered that scheme earlier than these ones which have just joined. In brief, a pawn scheme, this is where you bring in new entrants in that scheme. The money got from the new entrants, it is used to pay those ones who joined the long time ago. In short, pawn schemes always don't generate money, but they just recycle money. They get money from new entrants and they give it to what? They give it to the older entrants, those people who joined in already. Pawn scheme investors always promise you to invest your money with little or no risk at all, so that you generate higher profits on your money which you give them. But instead, it's just, or they are just recycling your money. They are not really investing your money. I've written for you how can you identify pawn schemes in what? Pawn scheme in agriculture. Remember, pawn scheme organizers often promise to invest your money in farming with little or no risks at all, and they promise you to get what? To get higher returns. So these points are noted here down. These are the ways you can use what? These are the ways you can get to know the ponzi scheme scammers. So number one is companies promising very higher returns from farm projects. Companies always promise you to get what? To get higher returns once you give them your money. If you give them your money, they will tell you within a very short period of time your money will generate such things. I remember you've seen those examples which have been trending on different social media platforms. So companies promise you very higher returns on farm projects, like invest 1 million and get 3 million in 3 months. Remember, agriculture is not like that. If you invest your money in any farming project, you have to be patient, you have to wait. You can't get immediate profits if you invest in, even though you manage risks. How? It's not surely guaranteed that you will get what? You will get your money very much quick. Number 2 point, how you can identify the pawn scheme scammers. They tell you that we rear this, we grow for you maize, we grow for you, we rear for you cattle, we rear for you goats. But in your idea, they don't show you what? They don't show you that those projects. If they show you those projects, they can't allow you to do what? They can't allow you to go and what? To go and visit or see the record books for those projects. So if you notice anything like that, just know straight away that's a what? That's a pawn scheme in what? In agriculture. The number 3 point, how you can identify pawn schemes in agriculture: groups that pressure you to recruit more people instead of focusing on actual farming. Groups that pressure you to recruit more people. For example, if I come and I join that scheme, they will pressure me to bring more 3 or more 2 people in that scheme. If I don't bring, they will terminate me out. So they pressurize you that each year or within that length of period when you are with them, you have to do what? You have to bring in more people. If you notice that sign, you just know that is a pawn scheme in what? In agriculture. If the farm business is about bringing in more what? Bringing in more investors, bringing in more new members, that's not farming. That is a red flag. That is a red flag that tells you that is a what? That is a... All right. How can you identify a Ponzi scheme scam? Yeah, how can you identify a Ponzi scheme scam? So here are the warning signs, or here are the ways you can what? You can identify the Ponzi scam in what? In agriculture. Number one, unrealistic promises of heavy profits in a short time. They do what? They promise you higher profits in a short period of time. As I've told you that they tell you bring 1 million, and in just 6 months you multiply into a billion, or a what? Or 3 million shillings. Remember, if you invest in agriculture, as I've told you, it's not a way forward that you get what? You get profits within a short period of time. No, you have to do what? You have to wait. The second point, lack of transparency. So they are not, should I say, faithful enough. They don't show you the records of the what? Of their activities. Number three, over dependence on recruiting new members. As I've told you, they always tell you to bring in new members, that each year you have to bring in new members. Another point, no clear explanation of how of the farming actually makes money. They don't what? They don't tell you how money is made. So they just tell you bring in new members. And the second and another thing they always tell you, to be joining, like to be bringing in new members, to be attending those farming what? Their meetings, that every meeting you attend, you do what? You have to pay. So that is what? That is a red flag that tells you that is a what? A ponzi scheme in agriculture. I'm going to put for you a video of such schemes, so you help me and put your comments in the comment section, so that we discuss, are they really genuine, or they are also another bunch of scammers.
Over the past week, Youth Platform Africa, YPA, an agribusiness organization, has come under fire, particularly on social media platform X, as critics questioned the viability of its business model. Responding to criticism, some of which labeled him a fraud exploiting Ugandans for personal gain, YPA founder Obed Ben Rukuringa Mamanzi has defended the credibility and intentions of the organization. He emphasized that YPA was established to empower individuals through agribusiness, financial literacy, and economic empowerment. According to Rukuringa Mamanzi, the organization, which owns and manages several farms across Gomba, was created to bridge the gap for those interested in agribusiness but unable to directly engage in farm management.
We are rearing for people on two models. Whether you have your land, we come and manage it from there. We send our team, we manage it the same way you have found this managed here. And doesn't have any land. So what do? Let's rear together here. And when you come, you will see your goat with your name on it.
He specifically addressed criticism of YPA's goat investment model, which some have alleged is unclear and exploitative. Critics have claimed that the promised returns are vague and the business structure lacks transparency. Obed defended the model, noting that the goats they rear are non-typical local breeds but are imported and therefore come at a higher cost, both in terms of investment and care.
So in 3 years, you're supposed to have 4 goats. But out of the 4 goats, remember, all the other kids that were born, I did not take them. They were taken by the expenses. So out of the 4, I take 1 as my profit. You get my point? Because if the company is not making profit, or it is not growing, then we will not be able to sustain the business. So you buy 1 goat, in 3 years, you have 3 goats. You get my point?
He also noted that YPA has created multiple market avenues for their livestock, selling goats for meat, breeding, and other value-added products. These diversified channels, he says, give YPA a commercial edge over traditional small-scale farmers.
Because for us, we will rear for you goats, and when time for selling comes, we will sell the goats for you. We will find the market for you. You get my point? And if you don't see where we earn from, then you should be at worry. You should be asking yourself, are these people doing charity? We are not promising too much, and we are not promising so little that we don't have enough to run the organization.
In a broader effort to popularize agribusiness and encourage Ugandans from all walks of life to invest in one of the country's most vital economic sectors, YPA has expanded into other agricultural projects, including maize farming. The organization now manages over 10,000 animals and multiple farms on behalf of more than 1,000 individuals, all under clearly defined contracts outlining expected returns and profit margins.
Kati embuzi bwezi bwezifuna bw'oteekamu obukadde 4.5 buli mwaka buzaala obukadde 4.5 ng'amagoba ng'omaze okusasula abakozi aba YPA, security company, emmere gye zirya, eddagala, insurance, ettaka kwe ziriira, okuzimba buli kimu nga kiwedde, buli kimu nga tukibaze kubanga ffe tulina management system. Contractual farming gy'osobola okusaininga naffe n'ogula embuzi ne tukola buli kimu ne twesasula ku mbuzi. Kati ffe nga tumaze okwesasula eyateekamu obukadde 4.5 mu myaka 3 oba n'obukadde 13 mu emitwalo 5.
Na investinga sente zange mu mbuzi mu mwaka gwa 2023. After some good time nkomyewo okufuna amagoba gange ge nateekayo era nga nateekayo mu 7.5 naye nfunyeyo 3.5 kwa now nenga even next year nsuubira okufunayo endala era bweziti paka contract yange bweneggwako ate era nnyongere ensayininge. So kati nkubiriza abavubuka bannange if you are interested nga oli oyagala ku investing in your life kwegatta ku YPA sente ziba zifuna bulungi tewaliyo bwate biki naye byesige so investing sente zaffe for the better future.
To your health, yeah, I will say to your health. If you join them, first number thing, they will break your trustworthy. Remember, these scammers use your ignorance and your trustiness. If you trust them, they will use that as a weapon against you and your ignorance, lack of making enough research. So before joining such entities or such groups, you have to make what? You have to make proper and enough research, how they work, their terms. You have to read through their should I say an agreement. You have to read through such that you don't fall a victim. How you can identify them? I mean, the harmfulness or the dangers of joining such scams. It's people lose their money, people lose their hard money, and through savings and the salary. So if you join such things, you lose your money, which you hardly earned, and through savings. So don't fall a victim. Don't join those schemes. Another one, farmers and investors lose trust in genuine agricultural projects. Remember, they tell you like goat farming is profitable, chicken farming is profitable, which is very true. But if you join such things and in the end they steal you, like capital chicken, which what it did, or I'll not mention other entities for what they might sue me in courts of law. But if you join them, later when they break up you, and when they break up your heart, you will lose what? You will lose interest in what? In joining other farming projects which they used to steal you. Another point, communities suffer when money that could have supported your farming ends up in such scams. So if more people will join such scams, money will be lost. Money which you have used into real, which you have been used into real farming projects, will end up being lost, and communities will lose what? Communities will lose money. Don't fall a victim. Another one, once such schemes collapse, families are left in financial crisis. So if you lose your money in such things, in such schemes or scams, families will end up in financial crisis, family breakouts. If the wife joined without the consent of the husband, they will break up. If the husband joined without first inquiring the wife, they will break up. Friends, money will be lost. Before investing in an agricultural project, do proper research, visit farms, and also make proper research on any project you are going to do. Don't fall a victim. The risk management, the level of the level of investment, how are you going to gain, the transparency of that farm entity you are going to join, those ones who say that bring in new members. So don't be a victim of such scams. Dear friends, let's support real agriculture. Let's support real farmers that grow food to that rare animals, and don't let these scammers take your advantage of trustworthiness to scam you and take your money. Remember, if we support real farmers and real growing of food and rearing of animals, we shall do what? We shall create jobs and also building strong communities. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it to your friends. And don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel, Wawinza Farm, for more tips on agriculture and smart investing. Thank you. May God bless you.